Hey guys, welcome to TechTricks tutorial. In today's video, we'll learn about Leonardo AI image prompt, best image prompt tutorial, Leonardo AI. It is a step-by-step guide to follow easily, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. So let's dive right in. Today, we've got something exciting to talk about. Leonardo AI has out its new image prompt tool, and it's a game changer for influencing your AI generation. Now, before we dive into the step by step guide, let's quickly go over if you're not familiar with what is Leonardo AI and what image prompt are. So, this is a cutting edge artificial intelligence platform that allows you to generate stunning digital art, and image prompts, on the other hand, are a tool within Leonardo AI that will let you guide the AI by providing it with a specific image to influence the generated result. So it's like giving you AI a visual direction. So as you can see in here, these are the different fine-tuned models that you could use. So you could unveil new creative horizons with your generation using the different models that Leonardo AI offers. You could also see the platform gallery onto their website, which are the previous generation done by other users, so that you could use this as an inspiration. And for you to be able to get started here onto their website, there is a create an account button. If you don't have created an account yet, just simply click onto it, and there's no credit card needed for this one. Now, right after, you'll get redirected onto this page or the sign up or login page. So you have actually a lot of options to choose from. You could continue using your Apple account, your Google account, Microsoft account, or you could simply type in your email and password. Or if you have forgotten it, just simply click onto it and sign in. Now, if you don't have an account yet, you need to complete the sign up process by clicking in here. And this website is also available already onto iOS. And personally, what I try to do onto every website is I try to use my Google account so that I don't have to remember my email and password. I'll just have to click onto the account that I want to use. Now, right after, you should get redirected onto the dashboard. So you could see or you will be welcomed by the different featured models that it offers. So as you can see, there are a lot of things in here. So these models are like your reference onto your generation. So for example, you want to see something like a pixel art onto your generation, you could use this model in here. Since this model is trained on headshot but is surprisingly flexible with all sorts of subjects. So there are a lot of things that you could choose from in here. For example, you want to do illustration, you could just simply click onto this one in here. Now, scrolling down further, you should be able to see the recent creation, just like we've seen onto the website or onto the front website. But onto this one, you actually have already the different prompts that were used into it. So you could go ahead and like the certain one or save it so that you could go back to it whenever you like. And also, you could copy the prompt out so that you could generate something like this. You'll just have to tweak it a little bit so that you could add a personal touch onto it. Now, right after, here onto the left side, you should be able to see this 150 tokens. So this is what you're gonna use onto your generation. So each generation corresponds to a number of tokens. So as of the moment, since we're using the free plan, so we'll just click onto upgrade in here to view the different plans offers. So it is 150 fast generations per day. But if you want more, you actually have $10 for apprentice, $24 for artisan, and $48 for maestro. Scrolling down further, you should be able to see the different features that it offers, and you could also see the plan details in here. Now, if you've chosen what you want to use, you'll just have to subscribe to each of it, and then you should be able to receive the tokens for that one. Now going back, you should be able to see the home here onto the start, the community feed. So this is where you could browse through the different ideas or different generation done by other users just like this, your own personal feed or your own generation, training and data sets. You could create your own things like this or models with the training and data sets and the fine-tuned models where you could see the full featured models in there, the models that are done by other users and many more. Now onto the user tools, we have the AI image generation, the canvas texture generation. We also have here the API access, settings, backend help, and the logout button. And for us to be able to get started in here, you need to head onto the AI image generation tool, and we need to head onto the image prompt to get started. Now to access the image prompt tool, we need to head here onto the image guidance. So before it is here, onto the image prompt, but this has been moved already here onto the image guidance tab. So we'll just have to click onto this one in here. And as you can see, we have an option in here to add in an image input. So we need to upload an image to get started, and the available formats are PNG, JPEG, or WebP, and these are just up to 5 MB. So you'll just have to click onto this to add the image, or you could just drag and drop the photo in here. Now I'll just have to drag and drop my photo in here. So I actually have a photo of a wolf in here. So let's just gonna drag and drop it here, and we'll just have to wait for this one to be uploaded. Now, right after adding it, it should look like this. You could actually see the strength in here. So the strength is the amount of image guidance applied. So higher values will more strongly guide the output, and while lower values will potentially allow for more creative interpretation. So for us to be able to get started with this, let's go ahead and try to talk or choose about models. So Leonardo AI in here offers a variety of models to work with. So for this one, we could try to choose this Leonardo Diffusion, or you could just choose onto the different things that it offers. Just select other model in here, and you get redirected onto the page where you could see all of the featured models in there together with their description. But feel free to explore and experiment using with others. And before we could go ahead and hit this generate button in here, we need to type in a prompt. So we need to add a little context so that we could give our image a name or anything that we want to see under our photo in here. So we'll just have to type that one in here. Also, we have the negative prompt or the things that you don't want to see onto your photo. So this is where you're gonna type it so that you don't see it onto the generation. Also, we have here the style, so you could choose onto the different style. So we'll leave it at a Leonardo style and the different elements. So these are actually the new features that Leonardo AI offers. So these will give a little touch onto your image generation, and there are a lot of things that you could choose from in here. So you could choose which one are compatibles onto the photo that you have uploaded or onto your prompt, or you could just simply go ahead and try to click onto this one, and you could select up to 4 for that. And there is also a search bar to search for the elements um easily. So for us to be able to get started, we'll just leave it with no elements at first, and we'll just try to tweak the generation or the settings in here so that we will want to see or we would achieve what we want to see onto the photo. So let's type in a prompt first in here. So we could try this prompt out, and then let's try to see what it will give us. So as you can see, it will generate 5 images, and you could also adjust the different settings in here, such as the number of images, the image dimensions, and many more. So let's just click on the generate and head onto the generation history to see what it will give us. Now after a couple of generation in here, so these are the photos that we've gone ahead and generated. So as you can see, there might be some issues onto some of the generation, onto their eyes, but I think we could just simply fix that one out. And as you can see onto this one, it actually is showing a little superhero vibe of the wolf already. So I kind of like this photo. So if you're satisfied already with that, you could go ahead and download the photo that you have generated. You'll have the option to delete it as well, copy it, and also remove the background for that one. So these are some of the photos as well. And for this one, I kind of like how this one turned out, since I can see some things in here onto its chain that made it look like a superhero, and I can see that it is really fierce, and it is showing mysterious and ethereal and haunting, and it is very realistic. And for example, we want to see something more like a cartoonish, so I'll try the elements out, the new feature in Leonardo, and we could try to use this to tune in anime. So this is a combo cartoon and anime element. So this is exclusive and Leonardo platform model. So just hit on to confirm for that one so that we could try to see our generation in here more like onto a tune and anime vibe. So we're just gonna leave the weight onto 1, and then let's try to click on to generate, and let's try to see what it will give us. And as you can see, here are the generated images with the elements that we have chosen. So I kind of like how this one turned out, since I kind of like how fierce it is, and it is really showing a superhero vibe for the wolf. And this is the other photo that we generated. I did some other generation as well, and it has still given us something like this one. So I'm kind of satisfied onto how this one turned out. So you could just go ahead and download that image. And if once you've generated your image, you'll just need to take a moment to scroll through them. You could zoom in onto the different images that you have to explore the details that it offers. And also, it's like being an art director for AI. You could choose the ones that you like and appreciate the AI's creativity. And that's just basically it on to our tutorial for today on Leonardo AI image prompt. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and if it did, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and if you have any question, don't hesitate to comment it down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on to our next video.